All right, let's stay with this particular story and speak to SABC News International editor Sophie Mokoena, who joins us live now. Sophie, certainly a significant moment this is for the UK.
Yes, indeed. As you pointed out, that there are strong indications that the Labour Party will be performing very well. We don't know whether they will be able to constitute government, but according to the polls in the United Kingdom, they are predicting that the Labour Party will be able to do that. And on the other hand, you have the Conservative trying very hard at this moment to try and push to get better results. As you know, that polling stations will close at 10 p.m. local time, and therefore there's still time to push. But you have the Labour Party also pushing very hard. I saw many of candidates of Labour Party pushing very hard. Earlier on, we wanted to speak to one of people who are contesting a particular constituency, a former South African, who said that he is busy until 10 p.m. That is Andrew Feinstein. You remember him very well. He was a member of parliament here in South Africa. And therefore, it looks like the Labour Party is confident that it will take this one.
And when you look at both, you know, these particular parties, and you look at South Africa, a lot of people are wondering, should things go either way? What does it mean for a country like ours?
Well, when you look at Labour Party in particular, this is the party that has a strong relationship with the alliance partners in South Africa, be the COSATU, SACP, including the African National Congress. Even during exile years, they were supporting the African National Congress, and therefore I'm sure the African National Congress will be very happy should Labour Party pull this one. But you also have a good relationship with the government, particularly the previous government, with the current leadership of the United Kingdom. You'd recall that the King in particular, the first head of state that was invited after he was inaugurated was President Cyril Ramaphosa. That speaks to that soft power, and including the issues that are related to government. They did meet with Rich Sunak, and therefore I think the relationship will continue. But I think Labour Party will be something that the African National Congress, SACP, and COSATU will celebrate, but generally the socialist parties around the world will be happy with the Labour Party.
And when we look at these developments in the context of what has been happening geopolitically, for example, you look at some of the reports that are suggesting that this is a giant shift when it comes to UK politics. Others are saying that, you know, the trend to move towards the right in Europe may seem to also be, you know, hitting the UK. But all of this is happening in the context of a South Africa that just had its elections, or looking at the United States that's just had its own elections. And now lots of discussions about whether or not even President Joe Biden should remain as the, you know, the preferred candidate, given his performance in the first of the debates. Let's talk about this particular context that seems to be a gigantic shift geopolitically.
I saw the president of Russia, Vladimir Putin, earlier on talking about this shift. And when you look at this shift around the world, you see a situation, the two countries that is still stable in terms of the leadership. It's Russia and China. But the other powerful nations are going through challenging times. You spoke about the United Kingdom, as we pointed out, that we are likely going to see a change there after almost 15 years. And you check the United States of America as we speak right now, when you check at powerful networks or the broadcasters online and also television and radio, you hear this push and reports that there's a strong move to push President Biden not to continue with his campaign, but he is adamant that he is going to continue, and the Democrats saying that he is their candidate. But you get this wave of people who are saying, based on the debate and how he conducted the debate, they must consider someone. And therefore, in South Africa, we've seen it already. And you can see even today now, the members of the new GNU trying to really asserting their authorities. When you look at the availability of those who have been sworn in as ministers, you can see that the DA is really making its mark, and it's making its presence felt, and people are, those changes will definitely have implications in respective countries. And we'll see on Sunday, France in particular, Macron is also struggling. We don't know whether he'll be able to turn the situation around, but Marine Le Pen is set also to perform very well in France, and we can see Macron being a lame duck there.
I'm keen to hear your thoughts then on Monday, especially when we look at all of these developments, because as you say, lots of trouble seems to be coming Macron's way, especially when you look at even some of the policy directions that maybe, things may be taking there in France. But let's speak again, of course, as we continue to watch these developments, and really quite a lot happening geopolitically. That's our SABC News International editor, Sophie Mokoena.